What's up? Today we're going to be going through what's in my gym bag. This is what I bring with me on a daily basis. It does change from time to time, especially if I know I'm going to be swimming or running or doing specific exercises, like let's say going rock climbing or playing pickleball. My gym bag is not just for the gym, it's just when I do activities, so it does change. But right now, this is what I brought to me to the gym and no changes whatsoever. So right now I just use a normal drawstring backpack. I used to carry a duffel bag, but the gym that I go to got a little strict and was like, it's too big, you can't carry that in anymore. So I had to change a little bit. So first things first are these straps. Now these, I used to use lifting straps that go around your wrists and they would wrap around the bar and you could hold it. It would take out your forearms so that you don't rely on your forearms, and let's say your back would give out before your forearms do. This, however, it's much easier. All you do is wrap this part like this. You got, which one is this? Oh, this is the right. Got straps, so you just wrap around like this. Then this part, you can just leave like that, where you can put your fingers through like this. But all you do is literally grip it, and it helps. It takes out most of the forearms. It takes out pretty much all your forearms. It just is super quick, easy. And also I've been trying to get into CrossFit a little bit, and that's usually you have to go from movement very fast. So this one, you can grip the bar, let go, do some push-ups if you need. You can even twist it around if you have to. Super durable. I've had these for, almost a year. All you do is you put some water on it, makes it super sticky, and highly recommend these. Can't recommend these enough. They were on Amazon. Next, the tried and true band. This band is my warm-up band. You just can do some warm-ups. I like to warm up my shoulders, especially. And I use this pretty much every single workout if I'm hitting the upper body. Make sure to warm up. Do not skip warm-up, even if you're young, even if you feel good. Your body will thank you in the long run. This is another band that I use just in case that one I would forget or snap or any particular reason. This one's also a loop, so I can hang it on the bar if I need to help with pull-ups or any calisthenics, so anything like that. That's pretty much it. I've got my water bottle. This usually has electrolytes in it with water, sometimes also creatine if I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone. This usually lasts me the whole workout. I try to sip on it in between exercises because you gotta make sure to stay hydrated. Lastly are my AirPods. I'm using them in film right now, but they are exceptional at the gym. You just turn on the noise canceling, all the noise vanishes, and you're just locked in and focused on your workout. So that is what is in my gym 99% of the time. Now here are the extras that you do not need. They're just what I've occurred over time in the gym and what I recommend if you need to advance in any specific movement. First, this weighted belt. First, this weighted vest. I don't know how much this is, but maybe 20 pounds. But that is great if you want to just add it to push-ups, bodyweight movements to make it even harder. And you can remove individual ones if you like. I'm not going to right now, but I think it's 20 pounds and each one is 2 pounds. So you can take it out, adjust it however you need. I recommend that if basic movements like your squats, push-ups, and pull-ups are too easy and you don't want to just be doing like 50 push-ups to get to failure. I recommend this because you can do it for push-ups and squats, which the next one you can't really. Next is a dip belt. I love this because you can add more weight than that. For pull-ups and dips, this is exceptional. I would not cheap out on this because if this were to fall out or whatever reason, that would not be fun. Get a durable one that'll last you, and you can progressive overload super easily. It takes 2 seconds to add the weight on and clip it to your body. Highly recommend this. If I had to choose between the two, I would go for the vest just because you can do push-ups and squats. And you can also do pull-ups and dips. This one, you can really only do pull-ups and dips, but you can't really go wrong with either one. Next, for your squatting, a lifting belt. Try not to rely on this, but if you're squatting heavy, get yourself a lifting belt. You do not want to blow your back out. You want to make sure you're safe. And again, warm up before, throw this puppy on, go for some PRs and improve. But again, don't rely on this and have bad form. Make sure your form is good and then start incorporating this so you can then go higher for your squats. Next is this bag. This bag is just full of different bands, different sizes, different widths for calisthenics. Specifically, it helped me get a muscle up, can help with anything, handstands, push-ups, any bodyweight movement, any calisthenics. This bag's nice to have. That's where I also got, this one came with it. But I wouldn't really recommend unless you're specifically getting into calisthenics and want to improve in those movements. I will say it was very cheap. It was maybe $10 for 6 bands, I think. So super cheap, but still not worth it unless you're actually trying to improve on calisthenics. Now, a new gadget that I got is this. So you put your arm through like this, and then you would attach like this to a bar, and you're hanging from a bar. You'd have 2 of these, and you could do ab crunches. And I think they are the best exercise. Better than the hanging leg raises, and better than the ones where you put your arms like this and you go up, because this doesn't hurt your shoulders like this one does, and it doesn't rely on your grip like the bar does. So this takes away pretty much everything and just focuses on your lower abs. I highly recommend this. The only thing is I can feel the cheapness of this. I would say invest the money and get a higher quality one, because it does the trick, but I am scared like one of these days it might just fall apart. So invest a little bit more money. I think this was 20 bucks. I would say go 30, 40 bucks on this, but I highly recommend it. Especially if you're trying to train your lower abs, I highly recommend it. Not a necessity at all. You can definitely train your lower abs other ways, but if you're more advanced and need great exercise, I do recommend this. And lastly, sometimes I like to run. This is the only running accessory that you need. When you go for a run, maybe throw your headphones in and you carry your phone. This makes it so you don't have to carry your phone. You just put it around your belt, around like your waist. It's pretty tight, so when you put your phone here, it doesn't move. It's great. It frees up your hands. You don't have to worry about it. And then this one is very stretchy, so you can also put goos or anything if you're going for a little longer run. And it frees up your hands if you need to carry a water bottle or anything. But I do recommend this. It was also very cheap, maybe under $10 for this. It came in a running package, but I highly recommend this. One other thing that I don't have anymore, swim goggles, swim cap, and earplugs. That is just for when I swim. I have not swam in a while, but maybe when I go back to Santa Barbara, I will. But yeah, this is what it's in my gym. Sometimes I just take out stuff and put stuff in as I need. It's up to you. Whatever you need, whatever you like to hit at the gym. Doesn't have to be the gym, pickleball, ping pong. It's just getting active. Bring whatever you like. Switch out whatever you need, what works, what doesn't work. Like I know Alex Tramosi, he's massive and he goes to the gym, but he brings a construction bag and that works for him. So whatever works for you. Experiment, try new things, and let me know what works for you guys. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Chase your goals.